All right, the odds have dropped for Tour of Belgium or Valois Belgium Tour. Some pro cycling bets going to present. Let's see what we got here. We got Matthieu Van Der Poel, Thibaut Nice obviously being the top dogs. Thibaut Nice coming off a strong points classification win at Tour of Norway, and Matthieu Van Der Poel coming out of the woodwork again prior to, probably riding the first week of the Tour de France. But again, he's less than the drop off of 1/4, so you're not going to make your money back if he doesn't kind of win that. So just be aware of that. Let's take a look at the stages, some value. Again, the terrain's pretty flat. It's Belgium, so a lot of big name sprinters are coming. We got Philipsen, Christophe, Ewan, more that we're not mentioning. Thibaut Nice can sprint as well. The strong teams, the Belgian teams are out in full force. We got Quick Step, Alpecin de Koenig, they're bringing their A squad. Trek Segafredo is obviously bringing Nice, and then Tom Skroin's probably butchering that name as well. We've been butchering a lot of names. We'll try and get better over time, but give us a little bit of a break there. He might be, he's had some good performances. A third in the Giro, but he might be kind of locked into being the domestique. So we're not as firm on putting bets on him. In terms of others, there's some good value there that might be able to get into a breakaway or might be able to sprint. So these are all stages. So for these people we're mentioning are just for winning stages, not for overall GC. You got Gleb Stritza from Astana, Hugo Page from Intermarché, and Marco Frigo from IPT. Page finished second at Cadel Evans right at the start of the year, and then third at Tour Down Under. Frigo was in the break during the Giro 2023, like a number of times, and he secured a third, fifth, and sixth on some of those stages. And then finally, Stritza, he's a big guy, and he carries enough heft to be able to form those breaks on the flat, which is what we're going to see during these stages. Like if you take a look at these, it's like flat, flat, flat with some hills, flat. So overall, you're gonna have to have that seated power capability to form those breaks, compared to if there was a hill at the start and then a climber could potentially form the break. Overall, those Stritza and Page should be given the longest odds. I think we can double check, but they haven't had a super strong performance recently, so they should be just pretty good. Again, take a look at PCS, check them out, but that's what we're seeing. In terms of stage one, again, GC, they always put the GC contenders, a little long before they're actually ahead, because they don't really know when they're going to go. We think Thibaut Nice or MVDP is a good shout at around 17 for this stage. You're gonna make your money back probably if you put money on them. So not a bad shout. Stritza at 126, good value there. Seems like a pretty good opportunity. Again, take this with a grain of salt, because you have these huge name sprinters like Philipsen, Jakobsen, Ewan. I mean, Ewan's not been doing super hot, but he's been showing form lately. But these people will probably win the stage if it comes down to a bunch sprint. But again, you're flipping a coin a little bit more with the sprinting. So why not take someone who's just 126 compared to someone who's 2.25? And if they come second or third, you're not going to make your money. You're not, because you're forced to make that each way bet. There's some other ones in here that could potentially do it as well. And then again, if you think a break will win, probably not likely given the terrain, but if you scroll down here, your free goes at 751. So if you want to play the lottery, go ahead. Overall though, this is a quick one, nothing too exciting. Yep, have fun with your bets, guys. Ciao.